Hey there everybody, this is Lee with Creative Two Time Mom, and I wanted to share with you this cute DIY that we made today. Lydia and I worked on it quite a bit. Noah was a help as well. We sat down and we made one of these no-sew fleece blankets for our new nephew that's coming along. The kids are going to have a new cousin here in the fall, and so we wanted to make him a blanket. So we have recorded everything that we've done on this project, and we're going to share with you exactly how we did it. So for this project, you're going to need just a couple of simple things that are really easy to get a hold of. You're going to need a pair of scissors and a ruler, or you can use your rotary cutter and a ruler mat. You're also going to need 2 pieces of fleece, and these are going to be cut at 48 inches by 60 inches. You're going to want one piece that's a solid color, and one piece that's your print. So for this project, we selected a print that is all fish and crabs and turtles and whales and very colorful, very cute. I think this would look cute in a boy or a girl's room, but we are doing this for my nephew, so we have added the coordinating blue to go on the back, and that's all you're gonna need for this project. Super simple. Mommy. So I've gone through and I've taken my fleece and I did wrong sides together, and I've just laid them out as nicely on the floor as I can. Everybody's having snow cones in the background. I've laid them out as nicely on the floor as I can so that they're nice and all the wrinkles have been smoothed out, and I'm trying to line them up as best I can. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go through and I'm going to trim all 4 corners because the cutting's not always perfect, so I'm going to trim them up a little bit and try to match them as good as I can. You can pin them if you would like, which is probably a good idea, and then just trim up the sides so they're the same shape. Okay, for your next step, you're going to cut a 4-inch square out of each of the 4 points of your blanket. You can use your scissors and ruler for that, or you can use your rotary cutter and your mat to cut out your squares. So you're going to do one on each corner of your blanket. So that's what my first corner looks like, and I'm going to move on to all of the 3 corners of my blanket. So I have all 4 of my corners done. Now what I'm going to do, and I've lined up my self-healing mat here, is I'm going to go every inch. I want to cut 4 inches in. So I'm going to use my rotary tool to cut at this inch, and then I'm going to go 4 inches in. This inch, 4 inches in. So forth and so forth. You can do all 4 sides of your blanket. I think I am going to start by doing just one side to make sure that my edges stay together, and I'm going to move on from there. So as you can see, I'm just cutting my strips 1 inch thick into about where my square ends. And as you're cutting these, make sure you're cutting through both layers of your fleece, or you're going to have to go back and redo that, and that's not going to be a whole lot of fun. So I'm just going to keep cutting. So I've cut this entire long side in my 1 inch strips, and what I've done before I go to another side is I've come along every so far and I've tied just one, and I've done that so that as I go along and cut the other sides, my material won't move. It'll stay right where I left it. So I've done about 5 on the long ways, and I did 2 knots, and you want to cut, or you want to tie them relatively tight so that if you do throw this in the washing machine, it won't come undone. So you're going to put 2 knots every so far on this side, and we're going to go along and cut another side.
I want this.
Okay, go put it in the kitchen. So we're keeping our little sharp scissors handy, just in case there's some fleece that didn't get cut all the way through, and Lydia's going to help me. We're tying every little set of these fringe that we have cut. Every set has to have 2 knots in it so that it stays nice when you wash it. So we are going through, we've got 2 sides of the blanket done so far, and we're going to finish up this blanket right now. And there you have it. That's our no-sew fleece blanket. We've got all our ties done around the edges. I just love this print. This little guy is just going to love this blanket. We wrapped it around my daughter. She's 7, and it wrapped all the way around her, so I'm like, oh good, it's something that he can definitely grow with. So cute and so comfortable. I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY, and we'll talk to you later.